Hi, it's Ashley Chase from A&R Fitness, and today I want to talk about getting most out of your gym membership for this year, for 2016. So once again, it's a new year. I know everyone has this resolution of you're gonna get healthy, you're gonna get fit, you're gonna get all cut up, ripped, six pack, whatever it is. Everybody wants to get in better shape and better health. But the issue is, many of you just kind of say it, and I would say about 95% of you are gonna fail. You're going to join the gym, spend whatever it is, so the month plus membership fee, or maybe you have to pay for 2 months up front. So you can spend anywhere from $200 to maybe even $400 signing up for a gym, and you're going to waste your money. And I say this because I've seen it many times. Because I've worked in the gym at one point, and people will come in, they'll sign up for 2 months. Some didn't even make it the 2 months. Some will leave after a month and a half, only to come back, never again, or maybe come back later on during the year. Some may made it 3 months, but very few actually achieved the goals that they set up. So I'll point out a couple reasons why they didn't and how you can avoid this, right? So point number one is that they think it's going to be easy. Usually quick and easy. And I think that's partly to blame on their own naivety, but also the marketing put forward by the fitness industry. So you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, lose 15 pounds in 30 days, or even worse, sometimes 15 pounds in 15 days. Or take this supplement and watch your weight melt off of you. Wear this garment, you know, those waist trainers, and watch everything melt away. You end up looking like Kim Kardashian or some other nonsense. But the fact is, it's not quick, nor is it easy. And if it's quick, it's certainly not going to be sustainable. And that's the issue. So they're falsely lured, but they're saying everything quick and easy, so they don't expect to, you know, have soreness. They might feel sore after a workout. The effort they have to put in terms of shopping, maybe even prepping food, they don't want to put that effort and that time. But that's all part of getting into shape and into better health. And especially if you're not used to it, that can be trying, that can be a shock to the system. Point two, a lot of them, I found a lot of people didn't track. They didn't take a photo at the beginning. They didn't take a measurements on the waist, the hips, anything like that. And they didn't track kind of what they were eating. They just kind of started just eating chicken salad. That's basically it. They thought, oh, healthy means eating salad. A lot of people just gonna eat whole salad, lettuce and cucumber, for cheese or croutons on it, and you know, maybe some chicken, or eating chicken Caesar salad. That's not healthy. Lettuce really doesn't have a whole lot of nutrients that sort of way. Really and truly, you need to be eating a variety of foods, spinach, you know, carrots, beets, a variety, not just friggin' lettuce. But anyway, that's an aside. So they didn't track, they didn't have any tracking. They would just weigh, and weight is the worst sort of tracking tool to use. It is. Because your weight fluctuates so easy, especially if you're a woman. Your weight fluctuates, especially at that time of the month. It fluctuates up and down. So really, you shouldn't wait, especially if you're overweight. Heck, if you're not even overweight, if you're trying to get into shape, photos are your best friend. Because photos do not lie. This is how you look at a particular timing point, and this is how you look, say, a month from now. They don't lie. Or use a tape to measure, but a lot of people didn't do that, and usually then they'll get frustrated because the scale might have only dropped, say, 5 pounds, and they're saying, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds, and when they don't see the 20 pound drop that they wanted, they kind of give up and stop going, throw everything out through the window. And the third point that I thought, third reason why a lot of people didn't make it, was that they expected to just kind of follow the advice you gave as a trainer, for example, but not really utilize it. Don't use any, as my mother says, critical thinking. They didn't use any critical thinking, they didn't analyze. So, for example, if you get someone a program, and they will follow this program, the same exact program, but nothing changed. A weight wouldn't change, so they wouldn't increase weights. The rest stayed the exactly same thing, and the break period stayed the exactly same thing. So there was no variety. Or they will kind of go through the movements of the workout, but not really putting any oomph into it. There's no intensity. So you say, oh, you didn't work out, but there's no intent, there's no oomph into it. It's just kind of going through it. But no, your body needs to be progressed. It needs to be pushed. And in all the time that I was there, I think I saw only 2 people really reach their goals, and that's because, as I said, they took pictures of all the people I asked actually in my lifetime to kind of take pictures or write down what they ate. Probably about 5 have really ever done it, in that they've come back to me the week later with the information. But anyway, that's an aside. So that's the 3 reasons, top reasons why I would say people don't really make it in the gym. So how you can avoid this? Well, first point is to track. So if you're overweight, if you're underweight, you gotta check your diet first. What are you eating? That's your starting point. What are you eating? If you're overweight, you're eating too much, so you gotta eat a little less. If you're underweight, you're eating too little, you need to be eating more. But how much more? You gotta figure that out first. So if you don't know how to do that, you need to go when you go to the gym, ask if they have a nutritionist or knowledgeable personal trainer to show you how much you should be eating, what your plate should look like. There's your carbs, your protein, and your fats. That is where to start. 2, you can ask someone to take photos of you, front, side, and back. And if possible too, take measurements. Maybe the waist, your chest, your hips, your legs, and maybe your arms. Some people like to do the neck as well. But those really should be your tools. Not the scale. You can weigh yourself as well, but don't use the scale, and definitely don't weigh yourself at home every day. It's just depressing, right? So that's 2. 3, learn these exercises. So you go in there, you ask the trainer, could you show me these exercises please? How to squat, how to lunge, how to do a push-up, how to do a pull-up, or if you can't pull up as yet, some sort of pulling motion like an inverted row or something like that. That's a good one to try. How to deadlift, how to bench press, so either with a barbell or with a dumbbell, how to shoulder press, and how to jump. I know people say, oh, you know how to jump. No, a lot of people don't know to jump correctly. They jump and they don't bend their knees, so they don't let their muscles do the work. The joints end up doing the work if you jump with straight legs. So how to jump. Those are the 9 exercises. Ask them how to show you how to do them, and then incorporate them into a routine that you practice regularly. Regularly does not mean every day. Doesn't necessarily mean every day. I don't work out every day. You don't need to work out every day. It's not necessary. That's the difference between a fit person, me a fit person, and you a seemingly unfit person. Is that I practice what I preach on a regular basis. Every day I kind of do the same thing. The big changes. I eat the same thing, eat the same way. That's all the difference really is. Right, so learn those exercises. Follow side, so moving on, follow side program. So what you're eating and the exercise you're doing for 4 to 6 weeks. After that time has passed, retake said photos, retake said measurements, see what has happened, and then move on from there. Go back to the trainer and ask them maybe for some variations of the same 9 exercises. Maybe you can ask how to do a jumping lunge, how to do a side lunge, and different variations of a row, different types of jumps, etc. One more thing, sprint. Incorporate sprinting somewhere in your routine. And what's the last thing I wanted to say? Oh, don't just do classes in the gym. So when you sign into the gym, yes, the gym is going to push their classes. Classes are good. Don't get me wrong, classes are good. You know, they're fun. You get to work in a group. You get to try different things, aerobic, Zumba, so like Zumba too, spin, etc. But really and truly, your body needs different things. It needs strength. It needs to get strong. It needs the aerobic, so the aerobic type, the cardiovascular endurance, so those aerobic type exercises. And it needs some flexibility. So if you spend all your time in a spin class, I don't know why someone wants to do that. I know trying to become a professional spinner, but it's highly unlikely you're going to get to the goal that you want. In terms of, I know many people now, women especially, want to toned. But if you're just spinning, you're not going to be building any muscle, and you need to build muscle to get that toned look, because you need a muscle for the skin to adhere to when the fat is gone. If you just lose the fat, the skin will just adhere to basically a bone. So you need variety in your exercise program. So follow those tips. Try to incorporate those tips. So when you go to the gym, maybe that's the first thing you're gonna go and ask a trainer there, if maybe you can help me with these aspects. But then remember, the rest is up to you. A trainer cannot eat for you. He or she cannot train for you. He or she cannot put in that effort for you. You really have to put the effort into it. So remember, get the tools you need, but then it's the implementation that's important as well. So that's it for this video today. I hope you've learned something. I hope you don't waste your money this year on gym membership fees, that you really use it to your advantage, and so that you can go about achieving all the goals that you want.